ที่รักคุณสาคุณสา
คนที่ฉันรักคือไออุ่น
Hey, welcome to Wouldn't Be a Drama, a Geo-Drama podcast where we talk and recap about our favorite dramas. Today we are going to be talking about Pluto Episode 7. I am your host, adorable, jolly Jazz, whichever one you want to go with, I guess. I'm joined by co-host, lovely Linda. Linda, what's up?
I like how we're just going with adorable, jolly, and then lovely. I guess that's just going to be our thing from now on, huh?
Maybe, I guess. Whoever comes up with different adjectives, I'll add them in.
Oh, I like that. Let's do that. But I'm great, especially after watching episode 7, I guess. You know, kind of, well, I'm a little up and down, but for the most part,
I have a lot of emotions about episode 7. I have a lot of feelings.
I do too. I actually, filmed my reaction. I'm not gonna lie, I was really emotional in that. I was crying. So I think my mood from reacting is still translating a little bit to here, so I'm kind of like, but yeah. Shall we get started?
Yeah, let's get started.
Okay, so, do you want us, how did episode 7 open up, Jazz?
Episode 7 started with a flashback, and I just want to say, Linda, you were right. How does it feel to be so damn smart?
No.
I'm dumb. I'm the dumb one here.
No.
I will admit that I was wrong. I doubted Linda. I shouldn't have.
No, that doesn't obviously make you dumb. I just think that, the thing is, it's nice because obviously you and I are watching the same thing. We're watching what everybody else is also watching with Pluto, but it's cool because our minds, I think that's a beautiful thing about it. It works in different ways. So I'm understanding, you're probably not understanding, and vice versa, right? So, I think it's interesting though. I wouldn't say that I'm smart though. I just, my thought process was just different though.
You're smart.
In
it's fine.
watching this.
You're smart. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So we start episode 7 with a flashback, with May crying in her room, and we see Dr. Tone come in and tells her that Paul is dead.
That's right.
And May's already blind at this point, so we got that answer. May was blind before all this even happened. So she asks about and Dr. Tone says that she's still in intensive care. Yes. And May breaks down, and he's like, "You can't blame yourself. Nobody wanted this to happen." And she's like, "Yeah, that shouldn't have happened." So it's kind of like, did May have something to do with this? Or,
right.
I don't know.
Or was it? Okay, so let's clear this up.
Because obviously May knew about and Paul. She knew.
Yes. So the phone call did May have anything to do with that phone call? Was the phone call probed? Was that what probed them to go out?
I don't know.
See,
I don't think so.
Okay, so the phone call they received, it was not May?
I don't know. Linda.
Because is that what May is blaming herself for? Maybe,
because Paul left, Paul was gonna leave anyway, but went with him. Well, yeah, because remember went with him because he got drunk.
Yes, but then they said he received a phone call, right? You know what? Probably what it was. He probably found out about May and
I think told him.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember when she was trying to get to pretend to be her, and then Paul came out, and he's like, "I thought there was no secrets between us," and she said, "Okay, I'll tell you everything." I think she told him.
And that's probably why he got super drunk.
Probably.
And
left, okay. So she went with him.
But him leaving then and driving while he's intoxicated has nothing to do with May, because she feels guilty for a reason. So I'm wondering if she feels guilty because of the phone call, and she thinks that maybe
she might have called.
Right. Well, she did call. Remember, and while the accident was happening, she called I was like,
yeah, when her accident was happening.
Okay, but
Yeah,
Okay,
we don't
when
know
her
that
accident was happening.
Yeah, that was when her accident happened. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, and obviously, okay, it wasn't not the same day as her getting married.
No.
It has nothing. Okay, yeah.
I don't think
We'll get
so.
that cleared up.
I think I think
Okay.
those are 2 separate days.
Okay, yeah,
Because
completely
May
two
was
separate days.
yeah, because May was already
May was
blind.
already blind. Yeah.
When
So
yeah. And no,
So
she
then why
was
does
kind
May
of she was a little out of it after her accident. So that happened
Yeah.
over a course of a few weeks, probably, or months, however long she was out of it.
So then why does May feel like she has something to do with the accident? That's what the question is still up there then, right?
Yeah, I don't know. That part I don't know.
Okay. That we don't know. Okay.
Yeah, that part I don't know. But yeah, we see that happening. He tells her that that is in intensive care. And then it cuts to the day that Ayun came to come
Yes.
see May, and
My God.
her and Tona talking, and he's like, yeah, she's out of the she's not in danger anymore, but she could possibly be in a vegetative state, and
Right.
She's real sad about that, obviously. But then her housekeeper's like, hey, Om's here. She's like,
Yeah.
what?
She's like, huh?
No, she's not. She's sick. She's like, no, she's not. She's outside. She's like, she seems a little different though. Like,
Right.
she's a little different. And May's like, it's Ayun.
Yeah. It's the one that I've been in love with this whole
It's
entire
my
time.
actual first love.
Right.
And so she's all giddy and shit. And then she
Yeah.
comes down, and we see that exchange between them. And yeah, and when May was like, it's really you. Like, she's real. Like, she's happy that it's Ayun.
Yes.
She's like, yeah, it's really you. It's really Ayun this time. It's not, I didn't get confused this time. Obviously, because I can't, because the real is in a coma. But, yeah, those feelings that she had when she was with Ayun again were real. Like, those were real feelings.
That's right. So obviously we find out that she has basically known from the very beginning.
Yeah, she's known from the very beginning.
Yeah, she has known from the very beginning. And then so after that scene we have with Ton and May, we kind of get a flashback right into May and On, when obviously On wore her sister's uniform pretending to be Om.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we get a little flashback about May basically first falling in love.
Love at first sight.
Yes, love at first sight, and she specifically made sure she saw that name on her
Yeah,
shirt.
she read that name out. She's like, okay.
She read it.
She's like, yeah, clocked it, got it. I know your name now.
Yep.
I'm gonna find you one day.
And she sure did find her.
And
one
she
day.
did. She did. She found the wrong one, but yeah, she found it.
Yeah, it's the other twin, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Not really.
I mean, honestly, that's Ayun's fault. She shouldn't have stolen her sister's uniform.
Well, not only that, but how the hell? She didn't remember. She also didn't remember. Okay, which is crazy because it seems like they've had more than one instances together, right? Because if you watch, was it just okay?
I think that's the same instance, just a different scene. Yeah, but I think it's the same one. I know what you're talking about.
So,
yeah.
Because I was thinking about when we were the preview for episode 7, or sorry, 8, when Pang was like, "You stole your sister's uniform to go keep messing with."
They keep messing with it. Yeah, they keep messing with her sister. It's like, remember that back then?
Not,
yeah. She's like, back then. Yeah. She's like, back then you kept stealing your sister's uniform to fuck with us, basically.
Okay, so. That makes sense. I took it as she kept stealing her sister's uniform to mess with May.
No.
Okay, but it was to mess with her sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
To get under her skin. Yeah.
Okay, we got that out of the way. So then, we go back into the present time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. May and On just got to Ploy's restaurant for the soft opening thing. Mm-hmm. And we get a little bit of a moment between them, a little bit. We almost got there.
And you know what? We thought that Ploy was going to come out and be like, "Hey."
No.
But no. On had to ruin it herself. She had to ruin the moment herself. Ma'am, why did you honk? Why?
She didn't mean to. She didn't mean to,
but of course it had to be ruined by something.
You've been there, when you're just in the heat of the moment.
No, I don't honk the freaking horn.
You accidentally honk your horn?
What the hell? I can say confidently I've never done that. So.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Have you? Yeah, see?
No, I've never done that. I mean, I've honked my horn on accident, but not when I'm trying to kiss someone. Yeah. Yeah, no. So yeah,
What?
we have that moment. And then
Cute moment.
they go into Ploy's restaurant. Un forgets her phone in the car, so May and Ploy go in together, and we meet May's friends. And I say friends very
Well,
loosely.
yes. May's not so much friends.
Yeah,
Fake friends. May's fake friends.
her friends are a piece of work, man.
Yes, they are.
Wow.
Don't like them.
I don't like them either.
Nope.
What was her name? Anne and Funk?
I don't even remember because they're irrelevant.
They're irrelevant to you. But yeah, we
Yeah,
meet
they're irrelevant to
them.
me.
They're talking about like how tragic it is that May lost her eyesight, how someone so competent and rich and talented as her could lose her eyesight. And they use the word that May does not like, pity. And you can
That's right.
Yeah. And May does not like that word. She hates that word.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, then yeah, all that's happening right well after Un showed up and was like, "Hey, I'm back. Sorry that took so long, whatever." And May introduces her as her girlfriend to her friends,
So
and her
sweet.
friends do not look impressed.
No, they do not. But
But yeah, they're sitting there, they're flaunting how glamorous they are, and how one of them, Anne, I don't remember which one of them has a rich husband, a rich white husband that they how they describe
because that's
it.
something to flaunt. Like because you have a rich husband, right? But it's not your money. Why are you flaunting it?
No.
You know, you're like, girl, come on, be
Well,
independent.
it's like May said. She's like, I don't know if that's something to flex because what's gonna happen if he leaves you?
If you guys get divorced, right?
Yeah.
Like
well,
so then,
like if you want to be women like us, if you want to be rich, you gotta do it on your own. You can't
exactly.
you can't just
You can't rely on
rely
anybody.
on a man. No,
There you go.
especially
And I
a
love
man.
that. I love that May held her ground and said that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
But,
I also loved because Un also held her own.
Oh yeah, she did. I love that. Same
She
with
did.
Un. Yeah, she's like, I've never spent any of May's money. If that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, and what was she talking about? About like I don't care about like anything glamorous.
Yeah, I don't care about being glamorous.
Yeah, I don't care about. And then you just see May with the thumbs up.
The thumbs up underneath the table. Yeah.
I love that.
I mean, it's true though because it's like, yeah. So what? I'm a delivery driver and I'm trying to become a novelist. Like, yeah, I can take care of myself. Like, I don't need a lot of money to take care of myself.
Exactly.
And I certainly don't need May's money. I'm not with May for her money. I'm with May because I love her.
There you go. We love that. We love that she said that.
Yeah. Everyone needs an Ion and everyone needs a May.
That's true. Everybody does need an Io and everybody needs a May. Yeah, their synergy honestly is just it's really perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So after that, we see Un going to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
About to go to the bathroom, and then she overhears May's friends
Gossiping about her.
gossiping about her. Pretty much just talking shit.
Yep.
Just talking shit about her. And talking about how cocky she still is, even though she's blind and everything, and all that stuff. And it's like, I mean, she might be a little cocky. I mean, she's a lawyer. All lawyers are cocky in some way. But she has
that's
a right
true.
to be. She has a right to be. Have you seen her? Have you seen this woman?
I mean, not
She
only that though,
deserves
but
it.
like,
She should be cocky.
I mean, you know, it's her whole demeanor. Like we said, she has a reason to be cocky.
Yeah.
She's young. She started her company by herself at a young age, so she's wealthy. She's beautiful. She's intelligent.
She has
and-
iron.
Yeah, they're just jealous. You know, they're just jealous because she can hold her own. That's basically what it is.
She didn't need a husband to become what she is.
Exactly. And the worst part is that instead of like being happy for her, they're just talking down on her.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, come on, girl. Like as a woman, as a person, you should be, you should be happy, not talking
Not
shit.
putting shit. Yeah, don't put each other down.
Exactly.
We don't
So
need
then,
that.
yeah, and then
Don't
we have.
need
Go
that.
ahead. They were talking stuff about
They,
May.
they were talking about May behind her back. Un,
Yep.
they go to leave, and Un's like, "Oh, so this is what true friendship is? Okay, like why y'all talking about May behind her back? Like you guys are supposed to be friends." And they just kind of brush her off and walk off, and
Yep.
Ion's not gonna take that, so she
No.
follows them, and yeah, they're having the little spat outside, and May. She's with Ploy still in the restaurant. She's like, something's not right.
Yeah,
Like,
they're taking too long.
Yeah, they're taking way too long. So her and Ploy go to find them, and they come outside to see Ayun and An and Funk arguing. And May's like, what's going on? And Ayun tells us, like, your friends are talking about you behind your back. And she's like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They're talking about you behind your back.
Yeah.
And things get a little escalated, and one of May's friends knocks over a tray or something like that. And instead of keeping the drama going, May tells Yoon to come to her, and she's like, we're gonna go talk someplace else. Yeah. and yeah, so they got to the car, and Yoon is confused. She's like, I don't understand why you're not more upset about this. Like, why aren't you showing any emotion whatsoever to your friends talking about you? And May's like, I did not come here for that. I came here to celebrate Ploy and her restaurant. And she's like, besides, if they're talking about me behind my back and saying that I'm this and that, then maybe there's some truth to it. She's like, if they're gonna say it over and over again, maybe there's some truth to it. Maybe I'm not as good of a person as you think I am. And Ayun coming in with the lines, man. She's like, even if 100 people condemn you, you are still the best person for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
she knows. I know. I'm like, oh, she knows.
Why are
she
you so perfect? Why are you so perfect, dude?
She literally is.
Why are you so perfect? I aspire to be the type of girlfriend that Ayun is. I just need to find my May.
and, well, the thing is that, like, with what May is saying, obviously she's like, maybe it holds some truth. And she's only feeling that way because of what she thinks, you know, like, she caused the issue, or the whatever happened between her sister, like, Owen's sister, the accident.
Yeah.
You know, which is why she's thinking like that. Because I think May probably wouldn't. She doesn't give a crap about what her fake friends have to say.
No, I don't think so.
Only because it's, you know, only because of how she thinks Win will feel with her sister. Yeah, that's still a question mark, still up in there. We still don't know. But yeah, yeah. So that scene in the car, we had that scene in the car with obviously them kind of talking it out, and then we see On going back into the building. And it's not On if she doesn't do something about it, right?
Oh yeah. She's a menace to society in all the best ways.
Yes. So she's like, what can I possibly do? What can I do? So this girl, taking a look around in the kitchen, she's like, let me just fry this fish. Let me fry this fish. And then, lo and behold, Ploy and her friends are sitting there, and they're like, what does that smell? Do you smell something? It smells like something's burning. And then they all freaking go into the freaking kitchen, and they're like, why is there so much smoke? They look up. Boom. The water sprinkler comes on. And they're just soaked. They're freaking soaked. And I'm dying, and I'm laughing. I'm like, you know what? You guys, they really deserved it. They really did.
They did deserve that. Yeah. And we see, after that, we see May in the car by herself. She gets a phone call from Dr. Tone.
Yep.
And she's like, I guess he's upset because he's been trying to get a hold of her and hasn't been able to, and she tells him to stop being dramatic. And he tells her that he has some news, and she perks up about that. And he tells her, do not tell Ayun that you know it's her, because Kosal was the one that attacked you. Her, Kosal, and Ben were all friends, and he did it as revenge because you represented Batman. Which, I mean, of all the names they could have given this guy, why Batman? He's my favorite superhero. I love Batman.
Who knows?
But anyway, he's like, he's the one that attacked you, and he did it out of revenge. And him and May and Ben are all friends. So don't tell her. And May's freaking the F out right now.
Fudge.
Yeah, she's freaking out. And then, in the middle of her freak out, here comes Ayun. She can't get into the car because May locked the doors.
Yep.
And she's like, hey, unlock the door. Let me in.
Yeah. Why did you lock the door?
Yeah. So May composes herself and she unlocks the door. And I was like, why'd you lock it? What happens if you couldn't unlock it? And she's like, of course I can unlock it. It's my car.
It's my car. Right. Like, did you forget that just because I can't see? But it's still, I know the buttons.
Yeah, it's my car.
I'm familiar, right?
So... yeah, Ayun tells May that she's always going to protect her And May's like, how? She's like, that's a secret. So they're driving off, and Ayun asks her, she's like, do you just want to go back to Bangkok? And she's like, no. She's like, we're sticking to the plan. We're going to go to the hotel. Mm-hmm. And tomorrow we're going to go to the grand opening. And you're going to come with me. And everything. So they get to the hotel.
Yep.
And lo and behold, right before they get comfortable, Ploy comes.
Ploy shows up. She is not happy.
She's not happy. She shows Ayun her phone. And Ayun's like, damn. So
she's like, I got caught red-handed.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, your little girlfriend tried to burn down my restaurant. And May's like, you can't say that without evidence. I can sue you. And I was like, yeah, I know, I did it.
You know what? I'm glad she... Listen, I'm glad
She's like, no, I did that.
Yeah, it was me.
And, yeah. So, they do that. And Ploy pretty much tells May, like, you can come tomorrow, but don't bring her.
Yeah.
Like, she's not welcome. Don't bring
her saying that, knowing that May's gonna bring...
Oh, yeah.
One regardless, whatever. Okay, just get your 2 cents in. And, so we have the important scene, basically, where May was like, how would you feel if, like, your friends hated me? Like, how would you feel? What would you do? And obviously one is like, it depends on the reason. Well, and that really didn't make May feel, too good. But here's the thing. I think that what's going to happen is, obviously Kosol and Owen, they're friends. Mm-hmm. But you have to realize that, like, what he did...
It was out of line.
There's a lot, right. Like,
yeah.
he fudged up, he really fucked up. And May obviously is thinking, like, because they're best friends, that she's going to be there for Kosol. But I don't think she also realizes that Owen is the type of person where, like, she will always go with the person that's right, mm-hmm. Not because she has known Kosol probably longer than she's known May or whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah, so I think May is afraid that she's going to choose, maybe Owen's going to choose her friend, but, like, no, she's just going to go with justice, right?
I think so too. I mean, May did her job. That's what she does. She's a lawyer. She's a defense mm-hmm. lawyer. She represents people in court. Yep. That's her job.
Yep.
Like, she didn't really have much of a choice, especially when we saw that text message that she got in that episode 5 or 6, where it's like, get this guy off, and I'll leave your girlfriend alone. Mm-hmm. I think it was from her dad, right? But so she really didn't have a choice. Like, but at the same time, she's doing her job. Like, this is her job.
Yep.
Like, it sucks that she has to defend the worst of the worst, but it's her job. That's what she does.
Exactly. But at the same time, like, her Kosol, that doesn't make him a good person.
No, because, like, I get wanting to protect your friend and wanting revenge, but you don't have to do that. You gotta do that.
That's literally it's so extreme.
Yeah.
Where he forced May to end up in the hospital and then she lost her sight. Mm-hmm. Like, that's so extreme. Yeah. So, regardless of we understand how May's feeling, but I don't think that's I don't think Owen's obviously no, and she's not gonna stand with Kosol. There's just no way.
I don't think so either.
No.
There's gonna be a lot of drama in between that point.
Yeah.
But even after Ayun finds out, but yeah, I don't think so. I don't think she's gonna side with May
for sure.
But yeah, so what after that? Is that the dress scene where she's she's getting all dressed up?
Yeah, Owen is like, this is the 5th dress.
Owen is me when I have to wear a dress. I hate it. I don't like wearing dresses. I can't stand it. I'll wear one. I wear one if I absolutely have to and I don't have any other choice, but I will not be happy about it.
Speaking of wearing a dress, I actually have to.
Oh.
And this next weekend, basically, because this is Saturday. Well, so actually 1 week from today, I have my jobs, we're having a Christmas party. And yeah, we all have to dress up, so I have to wear a dress. I'm not excited about it.
You can wear a pantsuit. And no, Oh, it
like,
has to be a dress?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Everybody's dressing up to the
To the nines.
Yeah, to the nines.
Linda.
Yeah, so I still have to.
You look so
I know.
happy. You look so happy. You got to post pictures now.
No.
Oh, come on.
But yeah, I still have to go find a dress.
If this video gets 500 views, Linda will post a picture of her in a dress.
Oh,
Come on, you
God.
guys.
We'll see
Come
about
on, you
that.
guys. 500 views. We can do it. 500.
We'll see. Okay,
I will
maybe, who
hack
knows?
her phone. I will hack her phone and I will post a picture. No, I won't do that.
But yeah, so I'm
But yeah,
wearing
so-
that.
Oh, well, have fun with that.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll let you know how it is.
Okay, cool.
But yeah. Anyways,
But yeah,
let's see.
so May is having Un try on so many dresses because she wants to find the right one, and her stylist is like, well, I have this one. It's like a blue, and she's like, what kind of blue? And the stylist is struggling to like
Yeah.
describe what kind of blue this is, and here comes Ayun to the rescue because
Yep.
she loves describing stuff. And
She
she's
does,
good
and
at
she's so
it.
good at it.
She's good at it, and so yeah, she's telling May. She's like, it's like a light blue. What did she say? It's like the sky after the
It
rain.
rains. Yes.
After it rains, and at the bottom it's like a white. I can't remember how she described it.
Dress.
A white. How does she describe
Yeah.
it? I don't know. I don't describe
Yeah,
stuff.
it's okay.
A white layered skirt. Pretty much
Okay,
what she
yeah.
says. Yeah. And May's like, perfect. That's when you're
bingo.
wearing.
That's the one. Mhm.
That's it. She's like that. She's like, that's how you describe a dress.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's May's thing. She loves it when Un describes stuff.
And she's so good at it. And then so after that, Un's like, okay, I want to pick out a dress for you too. And then so when we have that scene, who walks in? Dr.
Tone.
Yeah, Dr. Tone walks in, and then
I have feelings about Dr. Tone. We'll get into it later, but I have feelings about him.
okay.
I'm
And
not
then
very happy.
during this time, Un gets a call from her grandma, so she goes and handles that. And so the thing that kind of confused me here is we see the exchange between May and Dr. Tone. But he said something that kind of didn't sit well with me. Because, he said that he's trying to make up for it. But what did he do? Was he the one that caused something between the accident or something? Because I was confused in that scene. Because he said he was making up. Now he said, I'm making up for it now. But what is he making up for? What did he do? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I missed that part.
Okay,
Hold on, I have it pulled up here.
Okay.
Huh. Yeah, I think I missed what he says. I know they were talking about, like, he was talking to her about, like, are you really going to make her yours tonight or whatever? And
Yeah.
she's like, yeah. She's like, if we truly belong with each other, she won't leave me.
Yeah.
Especially after she sees that I'm not okay. Like, she will not leave me.
Yeah, because Un, she's like incredibly kind.
Yeah, she's hard on the outside but kind on the inside.
Yeah, that's exactly how he described it.
And then she says something. She says, wasn't it you and my dad who gave me no other choice?
Yes.
Is
That's
that
what
what
I'm
you're
saying.
talking about? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
And then that's why he said, I'm redeeming myself here.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
what exactly is he redeeming himself for? What did he do?
What did her dad do? Were they the ones behind that text message when she was representing that dude? Saying, represent him and I'll leave your girlfriend alone?
That, or did they maybe cause the accident? We don't know.
We don't know.
Because all we know is that May's dad is very powerful.
Yeah.
That's all we know.
Yeah.
So, right now, obviously that's still up in the air because we have no idea. But, yeah.
But yeah, so when Un is talking to Grandma's telling her, like, yeah, you gotta go with Jan to go get stuff from Paul's house. His family's gonna let you do it. And and Un is like, Grandma, I can't. I'm in where are they at?
Somewhere that's not Bangkok.
Somewhere that's not Bangkok.
I don't remember what part of Thailand that was.
But so yeah, she's like, yeah, I can't, Grandma, I'm out of town. Correct. That's what that, correct. She's like, her grandma's like, okay, well, can you just come back a little early? She's like, I'm incorrect, Grandma. I'm not down the block. like, I'm not in the city. No, I can't. She's like, but I will arrange for someone to go with Jan to get stuff. And who does she send?
Pang.
Best friend Pang.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Pang and Jan are gonna be besties at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Endgame is gonna be Jan and Pim or Jan and Pang?
I think Endgame's gonna be they're all gonna be single.
That's probably
yeah.
That's probably the best, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's probably the best.
So
considering,
I think they'll all be single.
Yeah, considering the one person that Jan and Pang have in common right now
because
is
it's
Pim.
messy. Yeah. But so obviously we see Jen and Pang at Paul and Orm's home.
Mm-hmm.
And what's nice about the scene is that you see Pang because is she like an interior decorator?
I think so.
Well, she just knows the vibe of this home
like,
already.
This is off. Like,
and
off.
And obviously, with Jan, she knows because this is her best friend's home. Yeah, and she's like, it's off, it just feels like a bachelor pad. Like, there's just no life here. And we see, we see Pang asking Jan, like, so, like, why are you helping? Why are you helping Owen when Owen is your best friend? And she's like, you know what? She's paying for her sins. And so we're kind of like,
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we get a little bit of a flashback to and Paul and how they interacted. Yeah.
And this scene is very important.
Yeah. Because Paul's trying to like help, like trying to decorate, and he's trying to get Ohm's opinion on like what to decorate the house with, and Ohm is just not. She's just on her phone.
She's not feeling it.
She's playing a game or something. I don't know what she's doing, but she's just on her phone. She's just. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go ahead and do whatever you want. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can clearly see that she's not in love with this man.
She's not with it, and he senses it. Even he senses it.
Yeah, and so he basically is like, I love her, and I'm just gonna wait until she loves me, and then Jan was telling Pang, like, if I would have known this, then I would have just told both of them, Paul and Ohm, to basically not be together so they can actually be with the ones that they love, if it, knowing how it ended up with the accident.
Mm-hmm.
And so
it makes you wonder, though, did Ohm really love May too?
See, I think so.
I don't think she did.
Really? So you think that she was just a playgirl?
I think so. I don't think she knew what she wanted.
See, here's what I think. I think that she really did love May, which is why she couldn't fully be invested in Paul, but she knew deep down that May was in love with Owen. So I think essentially she kind of wanted to, I guess, she dated May for 4 fucking years. First of all, you dated somebody for 4 fucking years. You cannot tell me that you're either crazy in the head because you're like, I'm going to be with this person even though I don't love them, or you're like, I'm totally in love with this person. But I think she felt guilt the whole entire time. So then she's like, you know what? The only way that I can kind of withdraw myself is if maybe I date Paul, because Paul was clearly in love with her, and he had everything. So I think that in her mind, this is what she can do is date Paul because he was obviously in love with her. So then she's like, you know what? This is the only thing I can do. Like, nothing, because I love May, but May is in love with my sister.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that.
Yeah. And I can see her being with Paul solely just because she doesn't want to disappoint Grandma, too.
Exactly. Yes. Because she was always the twin that did everything right.
Mm-hmm.
And then when in that scene where we saw them at the house and he was asking her like, oh, what picture should we put? And as soon as Grandma called, she instantly picked up Grandma's phone call. So we know that she loves Grandma, and so I think with what you said, she didn't want to disappoint Grandma, and she was the twin that was always doing everything right. So I do believe that she truly did love May. But I think that she sacrificed her own happiness. Essentially, kind of. You know.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. The only reason I say that I don't know if she truly loved May is because she, according to what we've seen so far, like, she wasn't as attentive to May, I guess.
And she wasn't attentive to Paul.
That too.
Okay, so you're just saying that's just how she is, her personality. She's
not, I wouldn't say cold. She's just not as invested, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. But the way that Un and are night and day.
Absolutely.
Un will drop whatever it is she's doing to be there for you. Will not do that. I don't know if ever did that. I don't know if ever did that for me.
Actually, you do have a point. That now that we're talking about it, that does kind of make sense. So maybe is just
that's just her personality.
And so this is why she is in ICU, because of her personality.
No.
So what Jan
Don't
is saying
say that. Don't say that.
No, but what Jan is saying that this is for her sins.
Yeah.
It's like karma.
Yeah.
Basically.
This is why she's in ICU for being an asshole.
I mean, not to that extreme, but I'm saying this is karma, essentially.
Yeah.
But okay, that does make sense now that we're obviously we're talking about it. But yeah, and so Jan basically like, you will know in due time.
Yeah, you'll figure it out later.
Yeah. I really wish she would have told her.
Oh man, me too.
She said she just wants to redeem for her friend's sin.
I wonder if she does tell her though, because we had that preview for next episode. Did you watch the preview?
Yeah.
Okay, so we had the preview for next episode, right? And we had Pang telling Un, she's like, you remember you used to dress up, you used to steal your sister's uniforms to fuck with her, and May fell in love with you. Mm-hmm. Well, it kind of clicks in Ion's head that it was May that she helped. But maybe Jan does tell Pang. Mm-hmm. I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen next episode in the middle, whatever happened in the preview. So I mean, maybe Jan does tell her.
I can see Jan telling her.
Yeah, I mean, Jan's gotta tell somebody. She can't keep it in forever.
I mean, Jesus, only Jan's the only one that knows the truth.
Yeah. So, but anyway. Enough of that for now. What happens next? We see the party, the restaurant.
We see them walking up to the party, the venue.
Yeah,
both looking super beautiful, wearing the same colored dress.
Yeah, they match. They match really well.
That was adorable.
I loved May's dress. May's dress was so pretty.
Oh, I liked Un's dress.
Okay, so yeah, Un's dress. I'm May's dress. Yeah, I liked May's dress. I would never wear it, but I did like May's dress on.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't wear it either.
Yeah,
but
no,
still beautiful.
Not my style, but it was a beautiful dress. So yeah, they show up. Ploy knew that Un was gonna show up. She's like, May's not gonna not bring her.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with Ploy, she knows May really well, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
My
thing is, so with the friends, did you see that comment the friend made? She's like, her girlfriend's gonna downgrade your restaurant if she shows up. And I'm like,
yeah.
Who the hell are you?
I know, like,
really?
Girl?
Downgrade?
And she showed up, did the complete opposite.
She showed up. Even Tone said it. She's like, I don't think that's a downgrade.
Yeah, no.
I don't think anyone's downgrading anything here. Mm-hmm. Maybe your attitude, but that's my opinion.
Exactly.
Tone didn't say that.
And then so we have May. May's like, hey, Owen, is there anything you want to say? And Owen apologized. Mm-hmm. She did. And of course, you have the freaking friends, the two friends, like they did not want to apologize for anything.
They did not.
Yeah, and this just goes to show that their personalities are so ugly.
Mm-hmm. I know people like that in real life. They just never want to apologize for anything. Like, just apologize.
And it's like, take accountability. Damn.
Yeah, just take accountability. It's not hard. It doesn't take long. It doesn't take much.
Yeah, I think, like, empathy is something they clearly lack. big. But yeah, so they didn't want to apologize. Obviously, Ploy's like, well, I don't want to like uninvite you, but like get your apologize. And I mean, they did. They ended up apologizing, but like that was just a half-ass apology.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say
it
the
kind
same
of
thing.
and it really, I think, it upset me because for me personally, I wouldn't let that go down. Like I wouldn't have invited them back to the opening. You're acting like this because they're clearly fake friends. You're only doing it out of convenience because you guys are both in the same circle. But it's like, it's because networking is obviously really important. But it's like essentially you don't want this type of people in your circle.
Right.
Yeah, and so I really.
And her friends have already made it clear that the only reason they're even associated with May is because of their connection.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
She's like, if we ever end up in court, she'd be good to have.
Yeah, and essentially the thing is like, maybe that's just how the real world is. When it comes to the hierarchy of people that are powerful, right?
Right.
That really is.
I'm so happy I'm not powerful in any sense.
Yeah, me neither.
In any sense of the word. I have no connections.
Yep.
Which is fine because I don't want them. Not if it costs my soul.
So then what goes on in the next scene?
I think
electricity.
They're partying, right? Yeah, they're dancing and
Power.
everything, and it's poor Un. She trips on her heel, like she stumbles on her heel while they're dancing, and I was like, yeah, I feel that.
She's not used to it. It's
I feel
okay.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be me next week.
Don't do
Wow,
that.
this is like foreshadowing.
Oh my god.
So it's gonna be a minute. Yeah, I have not worn a heel in years.
Who you gonna be dancing with?
I'm not excited about it. My whole team.
Your whole team.
I mean, everybody's gonna be there. We're having everybody there. It's gonna be a big part. I think it's like a 300 people. 300 people. We have 300 employees, but that's not including plus ones. Yeah. So.
That's a lot of people.
It's gonna be a lot of people. A lot. Yeah. So we'll see. But I'm definitely gonna be tripping all over the place. I'm just gonna try.
Just wear a
tell my
small heel.
coworkers.
Just wear a small heel.
Yeah.
Don't go.
I want
don't
to.
go huge. Don't go
I
like.
tell my coworkers not to invite me to the dance floor because I want to sit down and just relax.
Oh, come on, you can do the electric slide. You can do the.
Oh gosh.
You can do the
Cupid shuffle.
The Cupid shuffle.
Yeah, but yeah, but yeah, we'll see. So going back, we have obviously them dancing, and then
and then the power goes out.
Yeah, the power goes out. Yes. And so we have the scene where Ploy is talking to like, I don't know if he's like the electrician or whoever he is, and then Dr. Tone is there too. And so he's like, like I'm here for you or something. He said something of that line. And it's weird because I'm like, does he like Ploy?
That's what I thought too. I was like, is there something there? But then Ploy just like blows him off.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, this girl is.
She's not having it.
Right. Yeah. And we have a sweet scene because we have May and Owen. They're playing. I don't even know what we would call that with like a shadow.
They were telling like a shadow puppet story.
A shadow puppet.
Yeah, because they were in the dark and I think Un asked May if she was okay, and May's like, no one's more accustomed to the dark than I am. Yeah. And then you hear this little girl in the back crying, and she's like, okay, I changed my answer. she's like, can I change my answer?
Right, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. She's like, I am upset because I can't help Ploy at all. Like, this is supposed to be her dream, and I can't do anything to help. But then she does, because she keeps the kids occupied, and she keeps them from crying.
Yeah, Owen's like, well, let's do something about it, and then so they did the puppet shadow
thing,
which
they do a little
really cute.
Yeah, they told a little story, and it was adorable.
And then you see Dr. Tone, Ploy, and the two friends back, the fake friends, in the back, and they're like, oh, well, Ploy's like, wow, I've never seen May this happy before. And what did Dr. Tone say? Like, did she bring out somebody said that Owen brought out the best in May.
Yeah.
One of them.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cute. It was so
that
cute.
scene was really cute.
Wait, hold on. What does he say? Hold on, I have it pulled up here. It was Ploy. Ploy says her girlfriend really brings out the brightest side of her. Yeah.
Which was really sweet.
Because I was thinking about this too. Because I was thinking, I thought about this after I watched it, and I was thinking, before Un, like before May met Un again, she was very cold and hard because of her job. Like, she had to be that way. I feel like, because I thought about this, I was like, what if all this happens. Un finds out, and then she and May go their separate ways or whatever. Is Un gonna go back to being super cold and hard? Because I'm like, even if Un stays with May, it's gonna be a good thing because May needs Un to be human.
Mm-hmm.
Like Un brings out the human side of May, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So even if like everything works out perfectly and everything goes the way that it should go, like even if there's no drama anymore, May still needs Un.
Right.
May is always going to need Un because Un brings out the brightest side of
best
her.
in her.
Yeah, she brings out the best in her. She makes her human.
Yes, essentially they both need each other.
They need each other.
And so
I think she'll be a better lawyer with Un around.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And obviously with Un writing, she's a better writer with May by her side.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, so we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we have the scene with Ploy and Un. And this scene was a little bit tough because what Ploy said kind of gets into Un's head.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we have the scene where Ploy's like, May couldn't forget her first love. And so, obviously, Un, thinking that it's her sister, and so you see, in the next scene after this, where May and Un, are they in the bathroom? Is that where they're at?
Before we get to that part, like when Un and Ploy are talking, May makes a comment saying like to Ploy, like, you are her first girlfriend after all. And Ploy starts laughing. She's like,
oh yeah.
I was going through a breakup and May was there. And so I asked her to be my girlfriend. She's like, we called each other girlfriends, but we were really just friends. There was nothing there.
So they never dated.
Yeah, there was really nothing there. We just gave each other the titles. And she's like, what does she say? She's like, May's first love, she describes her somehow.
As brave.
Graceful?
Gracious? Oh, okay. Did she say beautiful? Strong.
No,
I don't know.
And strong. No, first love was beautiful, graceful, and brave. Her first love was beautiful, graceful, and brave. Yeah. And so...
Not knowing that she's literally describing her.
Literally talking to her right there.
The person in front of her, right.
I want a Ploy noise. Does Ploy know? Do you think? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I feel like if Ploy knew, she would have told.
Well, I feel like if Ploy knew, she wouldn't have acted the way she has.
That too.
Yeah.
That too. After that, May and Uno in the hotel, in the bathroom, which I have so much beef with this scene. I love it and I hate it at the same time. Okay. GMMTV, you got. I'm gonna talk for all of us. You got all of us in the mood for 5 minutes just to. I was so upset.
They really teased the hell out of the scene. Okay.
You got all of the lesbians in their feels for 5 minutes. Just to do what you did. You know what you did. We all know what you did. We saw it.
They did.
Okay, so anyway. They're in the bathroom. Go ahead.
And that was go ahead. I'm just going to say that was one of the best. That scene, the bathroom scene was exceptional, okay?
It was
the
great.
Kissing.
Oh my god.
The desperation. And May sitting on the counter.
Oh, when Un lifted her? Her.
She lifted her. That was chef's kiss. That was a really good scene. You can see the longing. I mean, you can feel just the longing, the desperation, the passion that these two obviously have for one another. But then Un had to go and ask, okay, what the heck? She had to go and ask,
she asked, why do you love me? Why do you love me? Before we get to that part on first, the way that Un told May that I love you, it was so good. And then she stopped May from talking.
Oh yes, because this is the part because she was afraid that May was going to say I love
I love you,
Yes,
and so
I
she
love you
cut her
more.
off. I feel like okay, yeah, we'll get to this part. We'll get to this part because I have a lot to say, and I want to save it to the end because I have a lot to say. Yeah, Un had to go and say, "Why do you love me?"
First of
And
all, okay. Let me just preface you guys. During a lovemaking scene, I don't think, I just.
you don't think
You
talking
ask
should be
your partner.
allowed?
No. Don't get me wrong. Talking is fine, but I don't know if you should ask your partner, "Why do you love me?" When you're in like the mood, you're kind of like, "Huh? Why
That's
are you
not what-
asking me that right now?"
That's not what I'm thinking about.
That's not what
I feel like I should know at that point why they love me.
Yeah. I mean, we're
it's also
swimming
Un,
saliva,
though.
you
It's
know.
also Un though, and you know
Yeah,
she
yeah.
she
She's
she
innocent,
wants she
man.
wants to be loved,
Yes, she's innocent.
and she's always
and so,
she told May I've never done something like this before.
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and so we.
And so what does May say? May says I've loved you from day one. It was love at first sight.
And then obviously, what ends up happening? She's thinking she already has Ploy's her Ploy's words already encrypted in her freaking mind, and this didn't even help. This did not help.
She stops. She
stops.
it's like
She's
she
"I'm
came
sorry,
back to
May."
reality. She came back to reality, and she's like, "I'm sorry, I can't do this," and she leaves.
Yes, because in her mind, the person that May loves,
Is
May's first love, is her younger sister.
Mm-hmm.
And we have now the scene where she's on the side of the sidewalk. I don't
Drunk
know
off
how
her
many,
ass.
five beers deep.
And then she had
or
like
how many
she had a 12-pack or something. I don't know, but she was drunk as a skunk.
Yeah, she was
And
drunk. And
Tone
here we
comes
have-
and picks her up,
Yep.
and not May, Un. This is heartbreaking because Un's like, I don't care. I'll fight her. Give me a time machine. I'll go back in time and meet May first. It's like
Yeah.
you already met her first. You met her first.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're talking about yourself.
You're
Damn it.
talking about yourself. Remember, go back in time and remember
Right.
who you helped when you
I
were
know. First
in
of all,
school.
how do you not remember seeing May's face?
Oh, she looks exactly the same, just without glasses.
With the glasses.
Yeah, just no glasses.
So frustrating. Ma'am.
But yeah, she's like, give me a time machine. I'll go back and I'll fight her. I'll meet May
Yeah.
first.
Go fight
And
yourself. Look in the
me-
mirror.
I was like, But we have, like, Tone's talking to May, and May's like, bring her back to me.
Yeah.
And Tone's like, you think that's easy? She's fucking drunk and she's heavy.
That was funny.
But yeah, Tone brings her back to the hotel. She
Yeah,
plops her
showing
down
up.
on the bed.
The scene's funny because you have her. She's like, it's hot.
It's hot.
She gets up, and then she's trying to take this. She's like,
She's trying to unzip her
and
dress.
May's like,
No.
he's like, no, grabs the blanket. She's like, oh, no.
This made me
And she just grabs her and puts her on the bed. She's like,
yeah, this made me
flop-
laugh though
flopped her.
because
It was
Dr.
funny.
Tone's like, I'm a doctor. I've seen hundreds of naked women, and she's like, I don't care how many women you've seen. You're not gonna see my girlfriend naked.
Exactly.
I
This
don't
is my girl.
care. This is my
Stop
girl.
being so possessive.
Yeah, he's like, I've seen
That's
hundreds of women naked. That's nice. You're not gonna see this one. Go away.
Yep.
But then it goes back to being heartbreaking because
Lordy.
May is giving her a sponge bath to try and cool her down, and Un is still drunk and sleeping. So we
Yep,
think
in her drunken state. And you know what they say, when you are intoxicated, the truth comes out.
a drunk man's words are a sober man's thoughts.
Exactly.
And you can hear Un saying, "I don't want to be anymore."
And May's like, shh.
And she's
She
like,
stops what she's doing.
Yeah, she's like, I know you're not
Yeah.
And
She's like, I know that you love me.
I know
but
you love
will
me,
you
I.
love me enough to forgive me?
and she says
For
her
what
name. She's
I've
like,
done.
I know you love me, but do you love me
Yeah.
enough?
To
Yeah.
forgive me for what I've done.
Because she said that she's like, would you love me enough to forgive me for what I've done and for someone
love
that
me-
you love dying? I was like, Ben didn't die. But she's like,
And I was confused. Yeah, because I was like, Paul died.
yeah.
But
Un doesn't
So-
love Paul. But I was
know,
like,
I'm
she's
like-
talking about Ben. Does she think that Ben died during that accident? Like, does she not know that he's just paralyzed? Does she think he died?
Or maybe she's just talking overall, like in general, about Paul because that's her sister's husband. But then that's kind of weird to me. I also was thinking that. I was like, why would she care so much about Paul dying? I mean, not to say she obviously does care, but not to that extent, you know? So I don't know if she thinks that Ben is dead.
Yeah, because she's like, I'm the reason someone you love.
There's no way.
Yeah.
I think she would know. She's a lawyer, so she would know if he died or not.
Right.
Yeah, so there's no way.
About?
Must be talking about Paul. But then because who else would she talk about?
That doesn't make, because Owen doesn't love Paul in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, but then I think it's kind of like
is not dead. Like, her sister's not dead.
Yeah, but then obviously her partner's dead.
I mean, I guess she's brain dead, kind of, if she's in a vegetative state.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess essentially...
I don't know. We'll find out next episode, I guess. But yeah, that scene...
I was the reason...
That scene made me cry, almost.
Someone you loved was dead.
Yeah. So, yeah, that scene was heartbreaking.
Yeah, then you just see them laying there, both crying. I could not keep... the waterworks. As soon as, literally as soon as Om said, I don't want to be
I don't want to be Om anymore.
As soon as Owen said, I don't want to be Om anymore, yeah, I just started crying. It was ugly. Ugly crying. And then seeing May saying what she said, laying there as well, they're both crying. And they're literally both just going through it, you know, which is crazy because, you're essentially, these two care so much about each other. They care so much, but they're literally both going through it, not only individually, but also together because they don't know. They're so careful with what they're saying and doing because they don't want to hurt the other person. Mm-hmm. But it's they both are obviously hiding a big secret from one another, but it's
they're both lying to each other.
Yeah,
they're lying to each other. But, yep, and that's where the episode ends, and then we see the preview for next week. But before we get to the preview for next week, like I said, I have thoughts. And I told you before, I have issues with Dr. Tone.
Yeah.
And my issue is, okay, so I blame Dr. Tone for everything that's happening right now. Because when he called May, when she was in the car by herself, when Un was going to fight a fish, mm-hmm. and he told her, do not tell Ayun that you know she's Ayun. Because of everything that's going on, right?
Yeah.
May kept that in her head. She's like, I can't tell her. Under any circumstance, I can't tell her that I know. So, when we get to the big scene that we were all waiting for, when they were in the bathroom making out with each other, shit was about to go down, May keeps calling her because she doesn't want her to know. She wants her to know, but she can't let her know that she knows she's Ayun. And it would have been a perfect time when Un asked her, why do you love me? And May responded with, you are my first love, That would have been the perfect time for her to say, you are my first love,
Un. Yes.
That's probably what she was going to do in the first place. But she let her cousin get in her head, and she told her not to tell her that she knows. So I blame Tone for everything that's going on in this messed up scene. I'm so mad. We could have had the perfect scene. We could have had that. May would have told her. Ayun would have known. They wouldn't have to lie to each other about that part, at least, anymore. I blame Tone.
You know, actually, that makes a lot of sense because I agree. Because
it's all Tone's fault.
At this point, why are you okay? At this point, obviously, we wouldn't have a drama. But why are you still lying? Why are you guys? Why are you? Why are you still pretending that you don't know that she's?
The thing is, though, there would still be a drama, though. I know that's our podcast name, but it would still be a drama because there's still so much more going on.
Yeah.
They need to tell each other that they know. They need to tell each other. There's still plenty of drama to be had. Still plenty. Because you still have the accident, you still have Kosal, you still have...
her sister waking up.
Her sister possibly waking up. Yes.
Yes.
We still have all of that. Just tell her that you know she's Ayun.
Yeah, because I think this, if May told Eun that she knows that she's Eun, this would lighten the burden.
It would lighten so
would.
much.
Because you're kind of like,
it'd be a weight
now-
lifted.
yes.
I feel like my chest is being weighed down because of this drama. I can't breathe. But I mean, we get episode 8. The preview of episode 8, we see like Iron is still telling May that she loves her,
yes.
but she knows that she's in her head. She still thinks that May loves her sister.
Right, and then May says that she met her first love at the planetarium.
Yes. And now
Yeah.
we see Iron looking at yearbooks, and she sees May and her two friends at the planetarium. And then we see Pan telling her, like, yo, remember you used to take your sister's uniform and fuck with her all the time? And then it clicks in her head, and she's like, oh, I was at the planetarium once.
Yeah.
No shit, Sherlock. You were the one that saved her.
All of this would have just gotten a lot easier if Ion would use her head a little bit and realize, like, wait, why does she look familiar? I've met this girl before. Just because May has glasses on, she does not look different. She does not look different. No.
Not that much different. She's like, she could have, like, yeah, she looked a little bit different, like her face is a little bit more poofy. But other than that, no. Like,
it literally went over her head. This whole thing went over her head that she actually has seen May. Well, in the next episode 8, hopefully we get the realization from Won that, wait, that was me that was there and not my sister.
I feel like every week we have to wait for the new episode. It feels like a year. It really does. It feels like so long. It feels
but
like
honestly, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I as much as I love and hate waiting at the same time, I do love it because it's literally helping me get through my week.
I know, same.
You know, because I have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
It really is, especially with work.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice. And you know, great things. I mean, what do they say? Good things come to those who wait.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I'm rewatching this episode so many times.
Yeah. I probably will as well. Later. But I'll probably be thinking about it for sure. But I'm glad that you and I are able to kind of talk about it. We honestly, this time we reacted to it a lot faster than we, which is nicer. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually a lot nicer than kind of waiting, because sometimes I think I forget what I want to say, and but yeah. Any last thoughts?
I feel like I did have something else I wanted to say, but I don't remember right now. I don't remember right now. I'm sure it'll come to me at some point. But I mean, we have this to look forward to. We're gonna watch this episode so many times. We can watch the trailer for Girls Rule.
Oh, we should do that. Maybe we can react to the trailer. Jazz and I, we've already seen it, but
you can watch that trailer. You can watch that trailer too many times.
I know. So we can do
good. It's so good.
Maybe we can do that. We'll watch the trailer. Just post it on our channel. I mean, why not?
I mean, yeah, why not? We could. There's a lot in that trailer. There's so many couples.
We'll talk about that when we get to it.
Film has me in a chokehold. Between this and that, Film has me in a choke. I think Film is my favorite actress. I think
overall.
I think I'm gonna go there. Film is my favorite. I love her.
I
know you'll still love and Ling Ling. I know, but
well, okay, hold on. So in GMMTV, yeah, I would say it's hard because
you have love.
My first love. Well, okay, here's the thing. My first love is Love in GMMTV. But since I've watched Pluto, I've really fallen for Namdan Film, and I think that's the thing. I fluctuate a lot between Namdan Film. So currently, because Pluto is airing, I do like Namdan Film a little bit more. But but Love is still up there. But I would say Namdan Film's up there. But overall, Ling Om. So yeah.
I think overall for me, coupling. I mean, we'll probably talk about this. We'll probably do it.
We'll talk about
this episode at some point. where we
Yeah.
rank our favorite couples and stuff.
I think that would be nice, honestly. I think people
Yeah.
would love to see that. But yeah, please, you guys, let us know down below what you guys think of this episode because obviously we had a lot to say. We have literally over an hour of us just yapping. So please let us know down below what you guys think of this episode because yeah, Jazz and I, we definitely yapped. So follow our social medias. You guys can, if you're watching this on YouTube or you guys are listening on Spotify, you guys can follow our Instagram and our TikTok as well. But please support us. Honestly, your support means the world to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, we are very close to getting 40 followers on Spotify. We are 31 right now. So if 9 of you could please go and follow our Spotify, we would appreciate it.
Yes.
We're
yes,
almost to
please
an
do that.
even number of 40. And Linda loves even numbers.
I do. I odd numbers, no. And 4 is my favorite number. So you guys, we will link all of our social medias down below. But yes, please check out our Spotify. That would mean the world to us. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.
พี่เลิฟคุณสาคุณสาอาญา
คนที่ฉันรักคือไออุ่น